Hey everybody, today we are talking about the l'imparfait, and here we go. Okay, so the l'imparfait is a past tense, and we will be discussing in the future when we're going to use it instead of passé composé. But it's important to be able to just conjugate it and when you're starting out, and then we can get into the mechanics, okay? So this is how we conjugate it. You're going to take the new form of a verb. So you're going to find a verb, you're going to subtract the ER, and then add the ONS or the IR or the RE. Remember, present tense. Yeah, we're good. Then you're going to subtract the ONS, like this. Visitons changes to visite, and then we add in the endings. Now, a lot of you have taken a class with me where we've gone over this, and if you haven't, feel free to ask me to do the cheer for you. But you have to memorize these endings, and I have a cheer that is awesome, and I usually make people do it all the time to memorize it, but you're online, so it's not going to work. So the endings are AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. So of course this is for je, this is for tu, this is for il, elle, and on. This is for nous, vous, and il, elle. So example, I often visited the doctor. Je visitais souvent le médecin. So visiter, except for être. Être does not play nice. So all verbs do this except for être. So you are going to have être just changes to et with a hat, and then you add on the AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a second to do this on your own, okay? So I'm going to give you 30 seconds. No, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Okay, so did you come up with parler with this AIS? I sure hope you did. Hopefully you changed it to ONS, dropped that, and then added the AIS. Okay, so we're going to go over a couple things. So look to the right. First, whenever a verb ends in GER, just like just any, like manger, that's a good one. You're going to, so manger is MANGER. So what you're going to do is you're going to drop the ER and you're going to add an E and then the AIS, AIS, AIT. So really, you just drop the R, or you add an E if it's an RE or IR verb. Okay? So, voyager on. Does that make sense? So instead of an I, it's an E. Does that make some sense? I hope it does. If it doesn't, I've posted a couple other videos about this with someone else teaching it, and if those don't work, please send me an email and we can get together on a Zoom call or an app. Okay? So voyagions. Pretty simple. Just delete this, like instead of an I, you put an E. And then if you have a CER, just like it's a GER, if it's CER, and you can't really tell, but there's a little squiggle there, you change it to a C with a squiggle, like that squiggle. So commencer, it just needs that little squiggle underneath when you're conjugating it in l'imparfait, which is pretty easy because it's just a squiggle. I think you can handle that. So that is what you will do for passé composé. Okay? So with the GR and CR verbs. So now here is part of your homework. And I just want to go over it with you guys so that you have this. So because you have this, I would suggest not looking at it when you're taking the quote unquote quiz. It's not really a quiz. It's just Canvas calls it that. I would look into that. I wouldn't look at this so that you can practice it. I just want you to be confident that you know what you're doing. So I'm going to give you a second to press pause in between each one, and press pause and write down, piece of paper, write down. You'll do a lot better if you write it, promise. Write down the je, avoir, and nous, avoir, in the l'imparfait. Okay? So, pause now. Welcome back. Awesome. So let's see what you got versus what I got. Oh, I forgot to add that in. J'avais. Is that what you got? I sure hope so. And it's kind of a trick question in a way. Did you get this? No E because of the A. Nous avions. So IONS and AIS, right? And then tousser, to cough, for tu and vous. Tu toussez and vous toussiez. I didn't give you time to pause on that one. Désolé. Être, remember what our our rule that we talked about on the first slide. Pause. You're back. Awesome. So, il était, and then il était, because you don't need to say the S there, you don't need to say this, it's just, it sounds exactly the same. So, pretty simple, il était. Okay, prendre is weird because you drop the D. Why? No one knows. Someone knows, but we don't know. And it really doesn't matter. We just remember prendre, drop the D, just keep the N, bam, you're done. And then nous prenions, same thing, okay? And then we have boire, so conjugate it. Okay, good. To buvez and vous buvez. Well, this one is a weird one, right? Doesn't work. So the reason it's buvez, well, I don't know the reason why it does this, but bu is, if you remember, the past tense, the passé composé, past participle, what buvez, what boire turns into in passé composé. And then for some reason they used that and they just stuck the AIS. So those two you have to remember. So, excuse me, I just yawned. Anyway, this was round 7 of this presentation. There have been issues with every round, so I hope that this one worked, and I hope that it makes some sense for you. Again, if it doesn't make sense, like do a fist of 5 right now. If you are at a 3 or lower, please come in, get some help, send me an email so that we can get a Zoom. Watch the other videos that I post about it because it's important to understand this, especially if you're going to be taking exams this year, because in the exams they want to see that you can write in both past tenses, the present tense, and then the future tense. And so we need to brush up on those. So you have to have these memorized, okay? So let me know how you're feeling. See ya. Bye.